Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
What is happening, everybody? Forgot my redheaded stepchildren today, my rumblers. Not that you can see me now, but if you do watch later, rumblers, I apologize. I forgot to set up your stream again on Restream. So, anyways, too late now. That takes too much time. I apologize, rumblers. Cheers to you tonight, even though you're not here. Hopefully my rumbler redheaded stepchildren will get to see this. Alright guys, I'm catching up. Always think I have it good to go, and new little problems pop up every so often. Live streaming is like whack-a-mole. If you've ever played that game at an arcade, if you even know what that is. For the younger generation. Cheers. Sixth Amendment tonight. So let's just hop right in. Pointing the right way now. Woohoo! You'll see me looking off this way because it's better that I put my second screen over there so it's not blocked by my first screen. Yeah, so let's just jump right in, guys. Let me get this up for you. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a decent one. Busy, as always. I work all the time. Not all the time. I work like half days, so I can't complain. I'm literally half retired. I just choose to work every day because I don't like working 8 hours a day anymore. And when I have that choice, of course I'm going to pick that. I don't like leaving my pups alone for more than 4 or 5 hours, so it's nice. I make ends meet, and that's all I need. Anyway, Sixth Amendment. Again, this is my 2 cents on it. Share your 2 cents, bottom half of the hour, 720-72 cents, 720-722-3687. Go check out the website if you want this cool glass or the shirts. JD's2cents.com. You can tip and immediately have your tip show up in the ticker down below. You'll see other people that have tipped. Thank you guys, Maga Mom especially, very generous person. Cheers. So, with that, Sixth Amendment. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial. that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I really got to go into detail there. By an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed. This impartial jury has been a sticking point lately in the news. You've seen it with the Trump trial, especially the one in New York. It's New York, right? Yeah, New York criminal trial, where the sentencing is coming up in about a month, a little less than a month. Did he get an impartial jury? I highly doubt it. Again, I don't know what happened behind the scenes and all that, but what we were getting on the outside in the media, it doesn't seem like he did. So, who's to say, but I would bet cold hard cash that he didn't get an impartial jury, and it was just a sham trial. Like, I really think that. Especially because the 34 felony counts, we never heard, like, what exactly they actually were, which is really bizarre. Maybe that'll come up in sentencing. I don't know. Again, I'm just a layman. It was in the state and district wherein the so-called crime was committed, or may have been committed. So, yeah. Again, if you want to nerd out, you just click this button here. The Constitution, this Constitution is on my website. So it'll take you to the homepage, or the whole Constitution, including the Bill of Rights. Which district shall have been previously ascertained by law? What that's talking about is the districting maps. So it's probably saying whenever that crime was committed, they go back to the districting maps of that time, because the districts are always changing and shifting because of population size. So if it was a very old crime, they would go back in the past and be like, well, this is what the district was then, and that way they can take out of that pool of people, so to find the most impartial jury of peers. That makes sense, what I'm trying to say. And to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation. So they have to tell you what it is you're accused of. Again, this was a shady spot in the Trump trial in New York. I don't even know if he knows, like, what he was actually accused of. Very shady stuff going on. And again, the left doesn't give two shits about the Constitution. They don't give two shits about your rights. Remember that. They're coming after you. Trump is just in the way right now. What they want more than anything is absolute control over you and your family and your children and your children's children, and so on and so forth. It's communism, Marxism. And communism and Marxism flies in the face of all of these rights, because individual liberty is the antithesis of Marxism and communism. It just is. That's a fact. That's non-negotiable. To be confronted with the witnesses against them, or him. Again, that's the royal hymn, covers men, women. It's saying humanity, using him as humanity. So your witnesses have to come and face you face to face. They can't be fucking cowards. Can't be like the dickheads at this one RV site that I stay at in the wintertime, where they keep calling animal control on me without cause, but they always call in anonymously because they're dickless pieces of shit that have nothing better to do and need to get a life. No, if they took me to court, they would have to show up and look me in the eye and accuse me face to face. Something they would never do. So I'm not really worried about it too much. It's just a hassle to have to sit there and get harassed by animal control every once in a while, because these pieces of shit can't mind their own fucking business. And I know who it is. If it continues, I'm going to sue the shit out of them for harassment. So I got that going for me. To have compulsory, meaning mandatory, process for obtaining witnesses in his favor. So if someone takes me to court, I too get to call my own witnesses and have time. So that's what it means. Mandatory time process, meaning overtime, for obtaining witnesses in my favor to defend me. And to have assistance, have the assistance of counsel for his defense. That means you can hire a lawyer. You don't have to. Pretty smart to hire a lawyer, though, if it is a serious prosecution against you. As they know how to talk in court, they know how to talk to the judge. There's a bunch of rules of decorum in a courtroom that you, as a layman, have no idea about. So it is very smart to hire an attorney. Can hire one on, what's the word for it? Contingency, meaning if you lose, you don't owe them a dime. Most criminal trial lawyers don't operate that way, though. I don't think. That's more for civil matters that usually don't even make it to court anyways. So, pretty straightforward. If anyone has 2 cents to share on that, again, call in, text in, voicemail in. The X space is open. Pointing the wrong way. Wrong way again. The X space is open. Chat on there. The chat is open right now. You can chat in anytime. So I will see your chats and we'll just put cheers. Should just pop up right here. Yep, there we go. And so that's all I got on 6th Amendment. I don't really want to jump right into the 7th Amendment, so we'll just go ahead and check out the news. It's trending. DNC just started today. There's riots, well, not riots, but peaceful protesters that are already knocking and tearing down perimeter fences. So it's getting interesting already. And this is the first day out of 4. Yep. Democrats make their own beds. And they got to sleep in their shit. So I don't feel bad for them in the least. Not one bit. They're getting what they deserve. Okay, let me get over to XFeed window. That's better. Ugh. Ugh, look at these two. I need to drink more. Especially the one on the right. When there's not enough drinks in the world to make her look beautiful. Damn. The Democrats, women supporting women, blue hearts. You guys are disgusting. The DNC has begun. That is the tweet. Wow, Brian. State the obvious much, bro? Oh, Rob Reiner. This is great. Michelle and I are on our way to Chicago. We're so proud to stand with Kamala Harris as she makes history. Well, she's not making history, Rob, because she's the second woman to be nominated for the President of the United States. Way to go, dumbass. I'm actually going to post that. That deserves a post. Because you are a fucking dipshit, dude. It would... Is he talking about her race? Probably. Okay, I'll leave it alone. Because I don't want to troll myself. That's... Democrats are always talking about race. You notice that as well? Always. Always about your skin color, your image. Dennis Prager said it best. Democrats are all about style, whereas conservatives, Republicans are all about substance. What's beneath the skin? What's inside a person? What's in their head? You know, morality, substance. All these people see is on the outside. What's on the outside? That's all that matters to them. They're such shallow husks of human beings. They're disgusting. What the fuck, says Ed Krasenstein. Trump is just spreading blatant misinformation. He now just claimed that Biden-Harris have caused a manufacturing recession. Fact is, Biden-Harris added 762,000 manufacturing jobs since he took office. This is an increase of 6.5%. The dude is just losing it. Okay, what's your source, Ed? I'm just going to put cite sources. Cite sources. If he proves me wrong, okay, fine. These people never cite their sources. Ever. What does that tell you? They're fucking lying. Bought and paid for by George fucking Soros, aren't you? The little fuckers. Ed and Brian Krasenstein. You know, I get this vibe from them that they're twin butt buddies. I really do. I think they're incestuous twin butt buddies. That's just the vibe I get. I can't prove it, obviously. Don't want to prove it. So that'd just be ugh. But that's the vibe I get from them. Oh, look at this little shitball. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you see this photo? So many things all at once. Such a little angry man. Can't even call him such a little angry boy. Bought and paid for by at George Soros is the biggest piece of shit in the world right now. You want to see pure evil? Just look at George Soros. Reminds me of the movie Dark Knight, where Alfred the Butler goes up to Bruce Wayne and says, "Nothing, Bruce, just some people want to see the world burn, just for the sake of the world burning." That's George Soros. He just wants to burn it all down just to see it burn. He's a sadistic fuck. Kamala headquarters, which, by the way, this channel was hijacked from Biden headquarters. So, what does that tell you? Like, literally, just overnight, switched, and I was like, how am I following them already? It's because they hijacked it. They didn't even create a new channel for Kamala. They just switched. That shouldn't even be allowed. Free country, right? So, Trump, we did a great job with COVID. And then in parentheses, they put, without a citation again, over 1 million Americans died, and he told us to inject bleach. The injecting bleach was a joke. You fucking soulless. I don't want to use the word soulless. That's wrong. Because even though I hate it, they are human beings, and they have a little tiny soul in the middle of their empty husk. But they don't have a brain either, and they have zero sense of humor, these people. Zero sense of humor. And that's what comes with the territory of being an evil piece of shit. If you're evil, then you don't have room for things like a good sense of humor. That's for sure. And 1 million Americans died. Okay. Not of COVID, though. No one has proven that beyond the shadow of a doubt, by the way. And that's a fact. But all those numbers we got in the middle of the pandemic, it's being exposed now that they were tampered with in a big way. Okay? A big way. Like a huge way. Oh, here's Mark Hamill, who doesn't know how to hashtag properly. Hashtag Trump is a convicted felon. Yeah. I don't think that one's going to go viral, bro. Just saying. Use smaller words. Hashtag Trump felon, maybe. Like, dude, you're too old. You don't know how to technology properly. You're an idiot. Joe Biden, who doesn't write any of these, by the way, which is just blatantly obvious. I'm grateful at Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote to pass the Inflation Reduction Act, lowering Bob's insulin to $35 a month. Not a single Republican helped us. Why would they? I mean, yeah, half or more of the Republicans in Congress are swamp creatures just like you, but at least they stand against you when it matters sometimes. Ugh. I need to look up that Inflation Reduction Act. What does that mean? It'll be the Inflation Progression Act, is what it will be. Because they always name these things the exact opposite of what they actually are in the bill. So without even reading the bill, I already know that this is going to make inflation even worse. Even worse. Guaranteed. Just watch. If you don't believe me, just watch. George Takei, who thinks he's just such a brilliant orator. He's just a washed-up has-been actor, just like Mark Hamill. He's just a flamboyant faggot that needs to get back in his fucking closet, but shoving it in everyone's face. Anyways, Trump just claimed he's a better looking person than Harris, and the internet can't even. Look at his engagement. 22,000 impressions, only 250 likes out of that number. Only 32 retweets and only 48 comments. And I bet you the majority of the comments are pro-Trump. Let's take a look. George, nobody cares about what affiliate link. Okay, he's trolling him. Know that. Cackling Kamala. Dizzy Kukamala is not attractive. All communists are ugly. It's about a tie. Wink. George, you fuck men. Yeah, he's a faggot. You may want to sit this one out. You know, I need to be liking all of these. What am I doing? I don't usually go into the comments much. I need to a little more. I think that'll help my own engagement. But I mean, just look at this. Look at this. That's hysterical that a person seeking the presidency would make such a statement. Do better, bro. That was just like middle of the road, nonsensical statement. Far more important things to be talking about than which politician looks better. Grow a sense of humor. Lost your sense of humor. Like that. Be honest, George. Which would you rather suck you off? Oh, dude. Christopher Egan. I need to follow this guy if I haven't already. Oh. Shouldn't click on his profile. Follow. Where's the other guy who, yeah, this guy. Follow. So I guess we're going to get fixated on the whole who's better looking narrative. So stupid. Again, gross sense of humor. Only neurotic far-left liberals would get triggered by such an irrelevant statement. He likes baiting you guys for entertainment purposes, and you bid on it, George. Apparently these flies agree. Yeah, fly landed on Donald Trump. We all know what that means. Although the fly was right when it came to Mike Pence. So remember that. So he doesn't own a mirror. Explains a lot. Hey, there's one comment out of what? Over a dozen that we read that's pro-talkie, pro-faggot. A few days ago. What the hell does that mean? Oh, here's a second one. Oh, third one. Let him keep talking. Don't even know what that means. No words. Again. Why even comment if you're not going to even say anything? You taking lessons from Kamala Harris? We ruined California. With your vote, we can do it for the entire nation. I'll repost that too. I would think that you being gay and all would agree. You gotta be more precise, bro. I'm not giving you a like for that. That's lazy. He's right again. She's more masculine looking than most women. I think Kamala's makeup is more beautiful and natural looking than Donald's. Donald has more of a shit-faced pancake orange look. Oh, you're so clever. This proves how batshit crazy he is. How? Like, you're an idiot, dude. Oh my god. What a faggot. Look at this. And if anyone doubting what I just said previously about 5 minutes ago, that he shoves his faggotry in our faces, just look at this. Just look at it. Right there. Disgusting. Disgusting faggot. Get back in your closet. Barf. If anyone out there is offended by me saying these things, let me explain myself real quick. I don't do it out of hatred. I do it because these fucking faggots are coming after our children today. They're having parades in the middle of the street, completely naked, with all their junk hanging out, with children in the audience, which those parents need to be shot. They at the very least, they need to have their kids taken away from them. It's absolutely evil, degenerate, disgusting behavior. If they weren't coming after the children like they are, maybe I'd be a little more lax. But me calling them a faggot or a dyke, if you get offended by that when they are flagrantly doing these things in public now and nobody says a fucking word about it, fuck you too. It's time that we start pushing back on these fucking degenerate scum and put them back where they belong, which is in their fucking closets. Do whatever the fuck you want in your own homes. I don't care. You have a right to privacy like everyone else. But when you start throwing it in everyone's faces, especially children's faces, it's fucking game on, faggot motherfucker. We've come a long ways, too. You know what they would do to these people in the Old Testament times? Or what the law said they should do? Because I already hear the Sodom and Gomorrah argument. Well, look what God did there. because people wouldn't do anything. So that should be a wake-up call, America, as well, because we're not exempt. You know, God just has us on pause right now, but if we continue to turn a blind eye to this disgusting behavior, he will deal with us in his own time. We don't want to have his wrath. Guarantee you that. I digress, though. The law was, in Old Testament times, drag them outside the camp and stone them to death there on the spot. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this disgusting display. I mean, they used to do it. New Testament law was the same. Drag them outside the city, stone them to death there on the spot if they were ever seen doing something like this. And people get offended because I use the word faggot or dyke. Go fuck yourselves. I'm on the right side of history with the verbiage I use. You know why? Because I'm standing for morality and what's right and what's good. I don't say it out of hatred for a person. I say it out of the necessity to protect what is right and good in our society. And if you are offended by that, then you are part of the problem and not part of the solution. You can go fuck yourself. Come debate me on it. Come here and grow some balls. Fucking show up. Quit hiding behind your keyboards, people. You're a bunch of fucking cowards. And I'm sick of the fucking cowards in this country. It's like 99.99% of the population these days. Fucking nation of a bunch of coward, just prickless, just totally emasculated men. Bunch of man babies running around in this country now. Ruled by your women. Start saying no again. Make the word no great again. How about that? Stuff gets me riled up. Okay, this is sort of funny. We'll get to it here in a second, but this picture is sort of funny. It's not a beauty pageant. It's the presidency. Well, okay, Amber. They're taking it way too seriously. We got to have some levity every once in a while, or we're all going to go insane. I'm already over time, guys. I'll wrap up here. End stage syphilitic dementia, folks. What? Like, that doesn't even apply to the original post. What the hell? Trump is better looking than an elephant. What does that even mean? Now this, well, we all know he has a type. I don't know what that means. Whatever. But this photo just made me laugh because it has Trump's face on a left-wing lady's body. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm already over time. If anyone does want to call in, text in. Looks like I have my D-Liver here, my loyal D-Liver. Whatever that is. Doesn't look like I have anyone else watching on the other platforms. So Rumblers, again, if you see this on the flip side, I apologize. I need to reconnect you to Restream. I'll do that right when I get off of y'all so that you won't miss the next live stream. With that, guys, if I don't get any engagements, which I probably won't, I'll give it just a second. I always want to wrap it up on a positive note because of the heavy shit I say here. Get rid of these. Remember, 99.99% of things you worry about will never happen. Man up. If you're a man, I want to talk to men right now. You consider yourself a man. It's time to man up. Stop being a coward. Start saying the word no again. That's my challenge for men today. Any men that see this in the future, man up and start saying no again, especially to the women in your life when it matters that you say no. Okay? Pick and choose your battles, but you don't just turn your back on every battle because this happy wife, happy life bullshit that you hear. No, it's not a happy life. Look around. What's happening to our society and our country? It's completely imploding on itself, just like Rome did, because men stopped being men and men stopped saying no when it mattered. You don't have to use violence, just your words. And the most powerful word you can use as a man is no. Why? Because you have the physical strength and the domination over, or dominion, I should say. You have physical power. Okay? Let me put it that way. Physical power that women don't have. So when you start saying no again, guess what? They're going to have to start respecting that again. I'm not saying resort to physical violence. I'm saying use your words. That's it. Okay? Quit being such pussies that you're letting your women trample all over you and take over society. Look at what happens when women take over society. We get faggots and dykes marching naked in parades in front of children. That's what we get. Feminism is not the answer. It's the antithesis to the answer. It is one of the biggest problems with our society is feminism. And women wanting to be men and do what men do. Women, you were wired to make babies for a time in your life. And then when that clock shuts off, knock yourself out. Go have a career. Do everything that men do. But do it after you contribute to society by creating nuclear families, getting married, having babies, and raising those babies to be good, upstanding citizens. Oh, you're talking crazy, JD. You're talking fucking lunacy, bro. No. Anyone with half a brain knows what I said is 110% the truth. And if you don't, again, you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. Okay? I'm going really long tonight. 99% of things you worry about will never happen. So live your life, but do the right thing. With that, cheers everyone. Have a wonderful evening. God bless.